is joining to just I'll ask for everyone who is joining to go straight and mute their mics so that it can be easier for us to not have interruptions in terms of voices. So a little bit of what's going to happen today. So today is the launch of our Digify-Tech program, and my name is Faraji Hassan Emily. I'm from Innovate Ventures. I would like to take this chance to welcome all of you to our program, and congratulations for everyone who have applied and got selected. I hope you can all hear me very well. Today's agenda is going to be, okay. So I forgot to put my camera. I hope you can all see me. So today's agenda is going to be, we're going to have an open remark that will be given by me, and then we're going to talk about the fast track tech and Digify. And then we're going to have a panel discussion from our presenters, or let's say from our tutors. And then after the panel discussion, we're going to present about the program itself, like the courses, the timeline, the number of people that will be attending, the ones that have been selected. And then we're going to have, I'm going to present to you like the gender, like how many people do we have from the female and then from the male side as well. And then after that, I'll present to you about the event that we're going to have as we finish our program. And in case you have any questions, you feel free to ask me anytime or at the end of this conversation as well. And also during the panel discussion, we'll be having time to ask questions direct to the panelists. And then in case of anything, we'll be able to clarify. And for those who do not understand English properly, feel free as well. You can ask us questions in Swahili, either through the chat or straight, and then we'll be able to clarify to you as well. So just feel free, we're here for you, and we're more than happy to help and support you as well. I hope everything is clear. And if everything is clear in terms of the presentation, how it's going to be, please go on the chat and comment yes. If something is not clear, just go on the chat and comment no. I'm waiting for that as I'm looking here right now. So if everything is clear, just comment on the chat yes, and if something is not clear, just comment on the chat no. I want to know that we're all together and we're all moving together. So I can see only 3 yeses. I can see 4 yeses. Please, as you join, make sure that you mute your mic so that we won't have interruptions on the conversation. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I want to see more yeses or more no so that I can clarify as we start. Awesome. I think everything's okay. Since everything is clear and people have clarified here that everything is fine, I'll just go ahead and begin. So, just a minute, please. I can see more people joining. Okay, so I'll start, as I mentioned on the agenda, that right now we're doing an opening remark. So first of all, I'd like to say congratulations to every person who have applied for this program. Actually, we had a lot of applications and a lot of people interested to be part of our program, but only few have an opportunity to be part of it. So we're expecting to be having around 150 to 200 people that will be participating in this program in different courses. And that being said, I would like to say that this is our fourth cohort of the program, Digify-Tech program, and we have had the first, the second, and the third programs that have happened in the previous years. And due to the results that we got, due to the interest that most of people presented to us, we decided to proceed in having other cohorts. So as you all know that the issue of employment has been a little bit challenging for most of young people in Tanzania and across Africa. We thought that providing a digital, or let's say digital tech program will be something that will be supportive and helpful to young people to be able to hire themselves or to be hired by different companies or organizations in terms of direct employability or even through the part-time jobs as well. So you can be able to provide your skills to companies or to different organizations. And this is why we thought it would be great for us to come up with this project. So we're expecting that at the end of this project, we'll have a lot of freelancers that will be connected to our platforms, and they'll be able to have an opportunity to get different jobs and opportunities to work. So we want to make sure that we are helping you to get the right skills, knowledge, and professionalism so that you can be able to offer your services to the businesses through freelancing as well. So that being said, I want to say that Digify-Tech Project, through the support of the United Nations International Trade Center under the Fast Track Project, we're seeking to provide digital capacity building trainings and mentorship and access to online job to young people. So in case you have any questions to understanding on how this works, please feel free to go straight and put a comment on the chat, but later on I'll be able to clarify to you a little bit more. So in case someone has just joined today and they don't know how did we end up being here, we had different activities. So we have different activities that have been done so far. So we were able to call for applications. So we gave an opportunity for people to apply so that we can have a specific number of people that will be joining us. And then after the applications, until now, we've been selecting people that will be joining because we had a very huge number of people that applied. And then after that, we decided the courses that we're going to be presenting. And I'll be mentioning them here as long as we have other guests that are joining. And that's because we want, for those who still want to participate, to have an opportunity to do so, even though we have a bigger number. And also after that one, right now, our tutors are working so hard to prepare the trainings so that you can have like right information and presentations of what you're going to be presented. We have the presentations from the previous year, but we want to improve more. That's why we're still working on other opportunities and other trainings that will be added. Then today we are having this presentation here. We will have a panel discussion. I'll present to you about the whole program and everything that will be done during this program. Remember that this program will be done online. We'll select the participants that will be participating online. We'll have a system that will need to log in, go take your courses, have the tests done. And in case you have any questions, I think you all know that we have a WhatsApp group. And that WhatsApp group is for you to be able to ask questions, give comments, suggestions, and different information so that you know exactly what you're studying or what you're learning on how it can be well presented, or at least you can gain the knowledge that we want you to have. And then after this, we're expecting to have, also we will have mentors, and sometimes we'll have physical meetups for those people who can make it, so that we can be able to discuss different different information. During the physical meetups, freelancers will have time to interact and then work together, and they'll get support from our mentors, and also our mentors will be able to support you also online for those who cannot make it, so don't worry. And then from that, we'll be able to at least learn and have practices on the things that you are going through the courses. Lastly, we're expecting to have an event. The event that will bring together different different organizations, different stakeholders, and we'll be able to match you with different opportunities. So you'll be able to showcase, present, and share what we have been learning from the presentations or from the trainings. And then you'll have an opportunity there to also share like the results of what have been happening during the whole program. And then we'll be able to match you with different job opportunities. As time goes on, we'll be able to get other job opportunities to different platforms. So this is a little bit of introduction. We're working with UNITC to make sure that we are creating job opportunities, but also we'll have a platform like we'll have a platform like speaking on the beginning. Okay, so we'll have a platform like Gigs Africa, whereby it's a marketplace where you have an opportunity to create your account and then showcase your let's say different different works that you've done before, and then be able to be connected with different opportunities. So for the whole program, how it's going to be happening, is there anyone that has a question so far, so that before we proceed forward, I'll be able to clarify that part? Anyone? You can either ask so that I can open the mic for you, or you can chat. You can send your question on the chat, and then I'll be able to explain to you. Just to make a summary of what I was explaining. So this is the 4th cohort of Digify-Tech. Our main purpose is to help young people with digital skills. We'll be having different courses that will be presented, and you'll be able to learn from our platform. And this is under the support of the United Nations International Trade Center and the Fast-Track Project. And our main purpose is to provide digital capacity building training, mentorship, and access to online jobs for young people in Tanzania and abroad. And since we have done different cohorts, we did a call for application, and then we're able to work with our tutors to make sure that we have proper information and best trainings possible. And then we're having today a panel discussion and an opening event. And then you'll be having online courses that will begin in August. I'll explain to you later how the whole calendar will look like for the courses. And then we'll be having different physical meetups and online meetups whereby you can have an access to discuss with your mentors, get different inputs, comments, and share experiences as well. And then at the end, we'll have an event that will be meeting with different stakeholders and be able to matching you with different job opportunities. So I'm checking here on the charts, looks like there's not any question. And no one has asked me to give them access to ask a question. If there is anyone, I'll give another 1 minute to do so. So that I can be able to understand that we are all on the same page, please go on the chat and tell me everything is cool. Just write, everything is cool. I'm waiting for them so that I can be able to proceed. Okay, I have my first cool. Okay, so I have the first question. There is a platform you mentioned about jobs. Please mention it again. Gigs Africa. So we'll share with you also on the WhatsApp group that there's a platform that will be registered after taking your courses so that you can be able to get some gigs. This was the question from Nasei Edwards. Since you're in the group, the WhatsApp group, I'll be able to share with you the names of the platform that we'll be using to connect with you. Okay, everything's cool, everything's cool, everything's cool, everything's cool. Cool, thanks, cool, cool, cool. Awesome, amazing. So since everything is cool and everything is clear, thank you for those who have commented here. I'll take this chance now to welcome my panelists. I hope they're here. So I would like to welcome Francis, Edith, and Don, so that we can be able to go straight to the panel.
Thank you, Faraji.
Glad to hear that you're here, Francis. Don, are you on the line? Don, are you on the line? I guess Don might not be on the line yet. Edith, are you on the line as well? Edith, are you on the line? So please give me 1 minute so that I can confirm with my. So we're having a little bit of a challenge from our panelists. Since Francis is here, we'll go ahead and start, and other panelists will be joining us. So, as I had mentioned earlier on the agenda, if you all remember, so our panel today is the role of digital skills in creating decent job for youth. The role of digital skills in creating decent works for youth. Did someone say something? Or I guess not. Okay, so Francis, before we start, can you give a little bit of introduction about yourself, and then we'll be able to proceed with our discussion. You're welcome.
Cool, thank you so much. I hope everybody can hear me, right? Can you hear me, Faraj?
Yeah, yes, we can hear you.
Great. So my name is Francis Werura. Where do I begin? So I am. I would love to call myself an artist. Currently, I'm in Tanzania. A consultant, digital marketing consultant. I've been working for almost over 5 years in the field, working with different organizations here in Tanzania, in Kenya, and Uganda. Yeah, so pretty much of it in digital marketing. I'm really enthusiastic about immersive technologies, and currently pursuing fields. I'm trying to learn augmented reality technologies, trying to see how can we, bring it over here in Africa and embed it in different, areas of our lives. But majorly, I'm trying to see how can we use AR in digital marketing, being part of that creator space, and not just waiting for people to bring these technologies over here, as has been the case. So yeah, pretty much of me in a nutshell. Faraj, back to you.
Thank you very much, Francis. I'll just ask once again to see if our panelists are here. Don, are you on the line? Don, are you on the line? Edith, are you on the line as well? Edith? Okay, seems like they're still having some technicalities. So we'll go straight and then start. So thank you very much for your introduction, Francis. It was really awesome. And I guess the participants have heard about your experience and what you have been doing for the past 5 years. And I guess it's more because that's more of what you have presented. But now, heading direct to our conversation. So we all know that digital skill is an essential, let's say, steps towards learning a lot of new things. And also on our working environments, most of the things that they need right now is to have at least knowledge on the technology and learning different things that are related to the digital world. So for most of the jobs, you need to have at least some of the skills that can help you to cope with activities or with activities or with the way how the works are operating. So, Francis, I have a question for you. As a digital marketer, I would like to ask you that what do you think is the importance of digital marketing for youth and their future career?
All right, thank you so much. So to begin with, digital marketing, I would say is probably the future of where we are heading. You look at what we are calling it right now, it's called the fourth industrial revolution, and it's basically everything is digital. And yesterday I was just going through some of this immersive technology blogs, and something I came across this word called phygital. So phygital is basically the merging of physical stuff with digital content. So we are really continuing to narrow down that difference between digital and physicality, but mostly we're heading towards digital. So for me, for young people, I would say it's really critical to have these digital skills. And the best part of it is most of these skills are still new. Like, it's very crazy for somebody to tell you, like, I need you to have like 10 years of Facebook marketing experience. I mean, I'll look at you and be like, are you even normal? Are you okay? Because I would say probably Facebook marketing has not been in existence for over 10 years. So what you need as a young person right now is to jump on board, as early as possible. Start learning these new technologies, these new techniques, these new digital skills. Arm yourself, be good at them. And I remember recently I was attending, one of these digital transformation panels, and it was with one of the biggest CEOs here in Tanzania. And I remember the one thing that really stuck out for me was all you need in today's world, to survive, especially in this digital world, is not 10,000 hours like most people say, like to master a skill. What you need right now is approximately 500 hours, like work on that digital skill. So choose one. For instance, is it UI? Is it UX? Is it content creation? Choose one. Commit like around 500 hours, like continuously working on it, and then ultimately you become a guru in it, and start practicing. And then it becomes so easy for you to be an asset rather than a liability wherever you go, whether you're employed or you become a consultant like me. So I would say digital skills are very crucial, and young people should jump on board as early as possible. Faraj.
Thank you very much. That was well explained. So I'll get back to you again, Francis, because we just spoken about digital marketing in a bigger context, but most of young people think digital marketing is all about just posting and giving comments and creating content for like just social medias. Can you tell us more like how is digital marketing connected with social medias versus how digital marketing works in the real world?
All right. So in a way, if you understand marketing, if you have done a course in marketing or you're pursuing a course in marketing, then you understand that the whole aim of marketing is basically lead generation. It's getting the word out there. Hey, we exist, and this is the value that we give to you. And then most of the time, but not most of them, but always that has to be measured. At the end of the day, is how many people recognize, depending on your objective, recognize your brand or your company or your product. At the end of the day, a client will want to know how many people have come because of your strategy, of your social media strategy, probably. How many people, probably sales have been locked because of your email marketing, so such things. So in as much as, yes, there's that part of, creating awareness and all that, but there's that part of also measuring the impact, So whenever you're doing the digital marketing, you also have to have the, I would say the metrics of measuring, of showcasing the impact, and the beauty of digital marketing comparing to traditional marketing is it's sort of easy to measure that impact because, for instance, if it's a post, it's a social media post on Instagram, it's easy to say if you want to raise awareness, if your objective is raising awareness, it's easy to say this post was posted on Saturday and it reached 1,000 people in Dar es Salaam alone. So it's very easy to measure that. But unlike traditional marketing where, you put up a billboard alongside a highway, and it's very hard to tell how many people actually got to see the billboard, So it's the beauty of digital marketing. And I would say it's one of those things you have to remember. Yeah.
Sorry for those joining, please can you mute? Let's proceed, Francis, I've already muted.
Yeah. So yeah, in a nutshell, digital marketing, it's not just the posting part of it, but it's also measuring the impact to your client or to your business. So those two have to work hand in hand. And the best part of it is in digital marketing, we have the tools, the metrics to measure that impact. So always make sure you understand the metrics, what you're aiming for, have an objective very clear, and you know the exact metrics that you're looking for. Yeah, Raj.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We are so sorry that most of our speakers are having troubles with the internet issues. So as soon as they get here, we'll be able to connect them with us. So in case there is any comment or any question, I would like to give a chance for people to ask right now before we proceed. If you have any question or any comment or any input, please feel free before we proceed. Anyone? Well, our way will be the same. So if you don't have any question, if you don't have any comment, just write cool. Give us on the comment by writing cool. Okay, I have my first question. Will there be a certificate at the end of the program? Of course, once you finish your trainings, you'll be able to get your certificate direct from the course. We will have certificates as you finish the course. So what I would suggest is make sure that you finish your courses, because if you don't finish the course, you won't be able to get the certificate, because the certificate will be provided at the end of finishing all the courses and all the tests and everything that will be provided on the platform. Any question related to the presentation. Okay, so it looks like I have a lot of cools. So getting back to you, Francis, what are the things that people should expect from your course as a tutor?
First of all, I'm bringing, I would say it's giving back, my knowledge that I've been collecting, not courses out here on digital marketing and all that, but I would say most of them, or whatever I've come across, is very, very Westernish. It's stuff that probably would work best if you're in the US, you're in Europe, and probably in those countries, because it's the reality of there. But what I'm bringing in my course is stuff that is very realistic to at least most of our African countries, countries that I've been to, if it's Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania. It's content that is very practical. It's content that you can apply. I have applied it. So basically, it's like I'm sharing my experience with the course and telling you, I have worked with client A and I did this and it worked like this. So how about you try this with your client and see how it works out, because it's the same country or it's the same reality. And so basically bringing a course that is very realistic to our environment. So expect that. Back to you, Fraj.
That's amazing. That's really awesome. So dear participants, dear students, I'll tell you that I hope there's a lot that you have to expect from Francis, and you have an opportunity to ask as many questions as you can. You have an opportunity to involve them, and then at least have an opportunity to engage with this tutor so that you can be able to learn as much as possible. Remember that a lot of people have applied, but only few people have been selected. It's all about you. It's all about the skills that you want to get, and make sure that you get the knowledge that you're seeking for. Please make sure that you invest a lot of your time into going through the trainings, understanding them, doing practices, and being able to ask as many questions as possible. And if you're not in the group, please make sure that after this call, you contact us so that we can be able to connect you to the group. And for those who did not have a chance, please, we have been sending emails, and I hope you have been receiving them. So please make sure that you are able to join or from the email that we have shared with you. I have seen Don has joined us. Don, are you here? Don is one of our tutors, and
EP.
Don, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome, you're welcome, you're welcome. So we had already started the panel, and Francis has been presenting and sharing from his side. So can you please give introduction about yourself?
Okay, my name is Don David. I am actually a digital strategist, but I have also been working as a web designer, and web developer as well.
Amazing, Don. Amazing, amazing. So I have a question for you, and the audiences will be able to learn something from you as well, and then be prepared for what is going to be happening. So
Yes.
we know that you've been doing a lot of content writing. So I wanted to know from your side, what do you think is an important of content writing, while most of people care much about videos and posting images without understanding about how to make sure that they're writing a proper content?
Okay, maybe to start, I'll talk about content writing. Basically, when you look at this, there's a very big difference between written content and other forms of content like video and imagery content. Because when you talk about written content, it actually gives you, as a person who is trying to communicate to your audience, you are given a bigger room to tell your story or explain whatever thing that you're trying to sell, if it's a product or if it's a company, you have much more wider space to actually convey the right message to your audience. On difference with using other forms like video, whereby it can also work out, but when you look at the regularity or the frequency on how you can create that content, with written content, it has as well a longer span of life as the video content. But also when you talk about the written content, it has other importances, like when you talk about search engine optimization. Like recently is only we see that also videos are being included in the search engine, but before it was mostly in the form of written content. That's why we had a lot of blogging going around as the key area of marketing in terms of search engine optimization. So when in terms of written content, it means a company has a wider room of writing enough content which can always be repeating itself in terms of explaining the company itself, or it's a business, if it's the products. And this content can be actually optimized by using keywords and a lot of other tools that can be used to optimize the content, and hence it can drive the part of search engine optimization. And as well as the same content as well can be repurposed now in other forms, which can be audio forms, it can be videos. So we can talk about content writing as the basis of formulating any form of content, because even a video itself, you can't have a video unless you have a script of a written content. So that's the power of content writing. And as well as we'll talk about in terms of, when you talk about search engine optimization, we have link building, whereby we really rely on other publishers and other people to write about your business, so that to make a very good digital presence when people search about a brand or a company or a product. So even as of today, when you want to rank higher in the search engine, you really need to have enough content that is relevant and relating to actually what you're trying to talk about or what you're trying to sell. So that's another benefit of content writing as the basis of formulating other forms of content that are around. So maybe I think that's enough.
Well, I think as time goes on, most of the students and applicants will be able to learn more.
Hello.
So one more question a little bit from what you just explained.
Yes.
What do you think is the most common mistake, or let's say the common mistake that most of the content writers are doing, so that at least the students will be expecting to learn more on the area and then be able to connect it with what is happening currently?
Okay, the first mistake is a lot of writers right now are not being creative in terms of writing new content that is relevant to their subjects and audience. So most of the content right now is someone can copy it from somewhere else and just maybe change a little words or twist the sentences, and yeah, and then from there someone can say like, okay, I've already finished maybe writing it. It's a blog post or whatever it is. So from that point of view, it really actually closes the point of creativity, whereby we are supposed to have more relevant content, more fresh content than repetitive content that is being shared regularly by different authors and different people around different platforms. So even for the students that are within the platform, is to ensure that they take time to make sure they create their own content. They tell their own story based on their area, based on their environment and their surrounding factors that they are within. This will help them to write stories that are relevant, stories that even when they communicate with their fellow audience, they can relate and understand what they are trying to communicate to them. So that is what I can add on that.
Thank you very much, Don, for that clarification. So the last part is, can you tell the students or the participants as a tutor, what should they expect from your courses?
Okay, from our courses, we are going to create the courses which will actually benefit everyone. That I mean is from the beginners to the intermediate, and even those who want to grasp some new concept. Because as we know, maybe for the sake of, let's say, website design, if it's for the sake of digital marketing, things are changing every day. So even someone who took a course last year or 2 years back, with these new courses, someone can expect to learn something new apart from what has already been taught before. So we're actually going to make courses to make them very simple. Someone can really understand, and we are going to also include some of the activities whereby the students can go for them and explore what they have learned and even go beyond from there. Back to you, Faraj.
Thank you very much, Don. There was a comment that someone wasn't hearing you well, but I think it's the internet from his side, from his end, because like from my side, I could hear you very well, and I hope other participants as well. So as we always do, if everything is cool, let's say cool, and then be able to proceed. But if there's any questions or any comments, please feel free to just give a comment, and then I'll be able to read it or open the mic for you to be able to give a comment. So the same way we do cool, or we give a comment. Okay, so someone has introduced the nice one. Okay, nice as well. I have my cools, I have my nices. Now I'm getting very few. I hope I'm gonna get a lot of them. Cool. Amazing. Okay, so we have our nices and amazing and cool. So we will go ahead right now. Thank you very much to you, Don. Thank you very much to Francis. I'm going to give you like 30 seconds to close on the part of the panel discussion, and then I'll be able to introduce Mr. John from UN so that he can give us a little bit of a keynote. So Francis, let me start with you. Just a 1 minute of close up of your presentation, and then we can be able to close our panel discussion.
So like I said before, we are entering into an era where information is going to be key, and you will need the skills to maneuver or use this information to so you will need to use
the people. Okay.
So you'll need to have the skills to maneuver the information era and majorly the digital space. So expect to come and get digital marketing skills from the course that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be tutoring, and it's very bespoke to our African context. So it's going to be very, very practical. Looking forward to working with all of you. Cheers.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Francis. Don, back to you.
So for me, what I would add in there is they just need to be very conversant and we expect to collaborate more, because it's not that we know everything. Things are changing. They can have some other new ideas. So we are actually looking forward for collaboration, and whatever that we are going to share, we believe is going to be a starting point for others to continue learning and continue exploring whatever courses or lessons that we are going to share.
Thank you very much, Don, for your closing up. So without wasting of time, I think if there is not any question or comment from our participants, I'll take this time to welcome John from UN so that he can give the speech. You're welcome, John.
Hi, Faraji. How are you?
Good.
Fine, thanks. So let me just put on my camera. I hope everybody can see me. Unfortunately, I'm just seeing faces.
Yes, we can.
I met you in Nairobi during the Africa Tech Summit. Obviously, I've met Francis both in Kampala, mostly in Kampala, actually, I think earlier this year. So a lot of new faces, but very excited to be here. And thank you so much for your time. I want to start off by just introducing myself to the audience. So my name is John Ndabarasa, and I am based in Kampala, Uganda. I work for, I don't know how many of you guys have been to Kampala, but it's a very exciting place, really close to Tanzania, great weather, food is amazing. The technology ecosystem is on the rise. So it's a very good place for tech businesses to survive. I work for an organization called the UN International Trade Center. Like Faraji mentioned, we are a joint agency of both the United Nations and the World Trade Organization. And the work that we do is to simply support small and medium enterprises across emerging markets. Our focus really is on digital entrepreneurship. So making sure that small businesses build skills, build their capacity, but also linking them to the right business opportunities. Most of you guys are probably, the university level, and you're doing a lot of code, or you're entering the freelance market space where you are going to get amazing skills from the team at Innovate Hub in digital marketing, content writing, whether it's website development, etc. But the challenge that I have seen over the last few years that I've worked in the space is a lot of young people come, with a very good IT background or very good digital marketing background, but then they forget, or sometimes they just don't know how to make business out of those amazing skills. And that's what I think Innovate Hub is doing at a very excellent level in Tanzania and even Uganda. And so, yeah, very excited to be here. That's just a little bit of what we're doing as Fast Track Tech, but we're not just working with small businesses in terms of training on different skills, really, from, understanding your business models, or how do you build really resilient business models that will help you fight through difficult times like COVID-19, where a lot of small businesses closed, even the bigger businesses were closing, or, things like value proposition, understanding your market, understanding your buyer. So these are very soft skills. They seem like, oh, John, that's really straightforward, but it's such a huge gap, not just in Uganda, not just in Tanzania, but across the region. And I think once you master a lot of those skills, business grows, your businesses grow, you kind of understand, you have a roadmap in your head on where you want your businesses to go. You understand how to talk to an investor. For those of you that will, take on the startup world, you're going to need to, at some point, you're going to look at, I'm not saying, oh, when you start a startup, you need to look for investment, but at some point for scale, you may need some money, you may need some cash. So how do you approach an investor? And design small documents like pitch decks, or 1 minute deck, or 5 minutes. How do you, for example, accept and know, how do you handle rejection from investors, from potential buyers, from potential partners? So those are very soft skills that you grasp at the beginning, and you grow them as you go on. And I think Francis knows this very well. So we've been able to do some of these things, but also on the business linkages, opportunities. I didn't mention, but we have a presence in 11 countries under the NTA 5 program, but also the Fast Track Tech program, which is this one that we're partnering on with Innovate Hub to provide these 21st century skills to amazing aspiring entrepreneurs like yourselves. Things like business linkages, we make sure that if a startup has reached a stage where they need connection to a market, so that's where we come in as ITC, and link you to the right buyer, or link you to the right investor to provide the right capital that's required for scale. So we've been participating in global conferences, both in the region, but also internationally. So if you think of tech conferences like Slash in Finland, like Africa Tech Summit, which happened in Nairobi earlier this year, where I met Faraji and the team. So, things like that we've managed to do over the past few years. And this is present in Tanzania, in Rwanda, in Uganda, Rwanda, and then a bit of West Africa, Cote d'Ivoire, Mali, Benin, Senegal, and Zambia. And now we also just recently launched the program in Ghana and Ethiopia. So why am I saying this? I think Africa is growing really, really fast. And you guys are at the forefront because you are the young people, you're the youth. Imagine what happens if you start your small business today with the great IT skills that you have. Where will you be in the next 10 years? How many other youth will you have employed? How much of an impact will you have had on your communities? And this is why we're partnered with Innovate Hub for cohort 4 on Digify-Tech, on the Digify-Tech project. And what you guys should expect is building skills. I think these are the most important topics. If you look around, you have a lot of influencers on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, and all the other social media platforms. But when you don't have the skill to reach out to your audience, to understand who your audience is, you're just not going to get business. But how do you also turn that skill into a tangible business that later grows, impacts your community positively, especially in terms of creating job opportunities for youth, for women, and everybody else that's involved. So this is why, we took the step and reached out to our good friends at Innovate Hub once again to do this training. And I think what you guys should expect, or in terms of probably asking, well, John, so how do I make sure I benefit from this training? It seems boring at some point. You guys are probably saying, oh, training. But I tell you, you can't get anywhere in business without understanding. For example, how do I retain a customer, or how do I acquire a customer? Or if your technology is not working, you're going to end up having to outsource developers and things of that nature. So that's what Innovate Hub is bringing on the table, is to kind of cut those costs and also help you guys avoid making expensive mistakes, which I think you just can't afford to make expensive mistakes at this point. You probably can't even afford to make these expensive mistakes. So when you start at this level, I think it benefits you at a very, very high level. And so, yeah, I think all we would ask from you guys is commitment. We have seen this work, and I don't know if Francis has briefed you on the cohort that we had before. So we've seen students come out of this cohort and then get connected to job opportunities, or go ahead to build their own businesses and create jobs in turn. So we have seen this work, but you just cannot do it without proper commitment. So I think from my side is just to say, thank you guys for taking on the hard step of joining the cohort. I think it's not easy to just stand out of the audience and say, okay, I'm going to take 3 months out of my time and dedicate to this project and build my skills on the different topics. Yeah, so and thank you so much to the team at Innovate Hub for the amazing partnership. Projects like ours work closely with tech hubs like Innovate Hub. We're not on ground. Innovate Hub is based in Tanzania. They understand you guys' challenges. They understand the needs, and how do we intervene and support you better. So it helps us also because we have a sustainability component aspects to this. Because when the project ends, we expect Innovate Hub to take it on and make sure that they continue supporting you guys in your businesses, even beyond this level, investment level, or at the point where you start exporting and scaling your services beyond Tanzania. So for me, that's all. Thank you so much, Raji, and the whole team. Marcy, I see you, and Francis. Thank you guys so much for this opportunity to speak at the launch of the Digify-Tech cohort 4. And I wish you all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, John. That was really awesome. Thank you very much. We're so excited and we're happy to once again partner with you to work on this. I also see our participants are very excited as well. Some of them are even asking like, when we're starting, how is the training going to be, how many weeks and stuff like that, which is pretty awesome. That means we have a lot of people who are excited to participate in the fourth cohort as well. So thank you very much for an amazing presentation and speech. And right now, I'll go just ahead and present to the participants the whole course, how it's going to be. And then after that, in case you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer all the questions that our participants might have. So, dear participants, to start with the question that have been asked by one of our participants, how long is the course going to be, or for, let's say, for how many weeks? So we're expecting the courses to be in for 2 months. It was supposed to be like 4 weeks, but actually it's going to be between August and September. So at the beginning of this August, we're going to start the courses. And by then, I think all of you remember that we have courses that will be provided. The first course is going to be WordPress. The second course is going to be content writing. The third course will be digital marketing. And the fourth course is going to be UI UX. So these are the courses that we have applied for, and we'll be having different batches of training that will be provided to the participants. And to make it clear, we're expecting that each week at least one course should be done. One lesson should be done, because we're going to have around 5 to 6 modules for each course that will be provided. So we want you to be as fast as possible so that you can be able to finish all the courses and then have an opportunity to interact with the tutors so that you can get as much knowledge and information as possible. So that's the most important thing. So on the first week of August, we will start giving the trainings, and you'll be able to join the online and then be able to participate, take the lessons. And in case of any questions, you can just go ahead on our WhatsApp and be able to ask questions, give comments, and ask for suggestions. And also, we can always be sharing experiences of what is happening on the WhatsApp group as well. So in case you're not on the WhatsApp group, please feel free so that we can be able to add you there. Or you can, if your friend or anyone that you know who didn't make it today but applied in this part of the course, they'll have an opportunity to join the courses there. So we're expecting to be having between 150 to 200 participants. And when I'm saying we're expecting is because we already have above 150 participants, and those who have qualified and be part of the program, whereby out of that we're having just 1 minute. We're having around 70 women or female that have applied for this opportunity, and we're having around 130 male that have applied for this opportunity. So this is a call for all of us that let's share these opportunities also with a lot of females. We don't know why females are not applying much, but anyways, it's not a bad number compared to the previous one, because we want to get more females also to attend and participate in these courses. And one more thing to add up is that even though we have around 70 and 130 participants, like female and male, these courses will be provided in batches. It's not that everyone is reading every course. There are some people who will be taking WordPress. There's some people who will be taking content writing. There's some people who will be taking digital marketing, and some will be taking UI and UX. And the main purpose is because we want to make sure that through learning through these different batches, we will give an opportunity for people to ask questions, interact, and be able to learn by practice or by asking more information as possible, because we couldn't take like everyone or many people and just learn all together, because it could be a little bit hard to have an effective training and tracking and support to our students or to our participants. So you will need to have, once again, only 1 week to finish one course, so that it can be easier for you to learn. And you're expecting around, let's say, 4 weeks to be able to finish an online courses. and to be able to participate and have support that you need on the whole activities or all the courses that you'll be taking. And then after those courses, what we're expecting to have, so the timeline is simple as follows. We're going to have August to September to be able to finish all the courses and trainings and to take the test and everything. And then from that, we're expecting to have a freelance matchmaker event whereby we will meet, we'll have a physical meeting for those who can make it, and for those who cannot make it, they'll be able to attend virtually, whereby we'll connect you with job opportunities or different people who are looking for freelancers, and then we'll have an opportunity to interact with them, understand what they're looking for, communicate with them, and have all the information. I see people are sharing with me the numbers to contact them on WhatsApp. Please, we have shared with you the link before, or let me just share with you the link straight on the chat so that you can be able to join the group. But also you'll need to register so that we can have full of your information. Just a minute so that I won't forget this. So there is the link. Please use it before we close the room so that you can be able to keep in touch as well. And also, as long as you visit our website, you visit our social medias, you'll be able to get all the information that you're looking for. And we'll be able to answer you as soon as possible. We have our contacts as well. You can take my contacts here as well, and we'll be able to communicate with you and support you and help you anytime possible. So at the end of this course, as most of people have been asking if they'll be having certificates, yes, but I think you shouldn't just focus on certificates. You should focus on making sure that you have the skills and knowledge, and then be able to be connected with the opportunity, like the portals, the Gigs Africa and other portals that will be added in, so that you can be able to look for opportunities. And I think from the side of the program, that's how it's going to be. So we're having between 70 female and 130 male. The program is officially starting on the first week of August. You'll be able to take courses online. For those who are in the WhatsApp group, we'll be communicating with you straight on the WhatsApp group. And for those who did not, please make sure that you register so that we can have you as well and then give you this opportunity to you. And at the end of this program, we'll be having an event whereby we'll be connecting you with job opportunities, whereby you can be able to showcase what you're doing and how good you are so that you can start your freelancing opportunities. So right now, I'm giving a chance or opportunity for anyone who has a question or comment so that I can be able to answer. Or if you want to open a mic and ask for anything, please feel free so that we can be able to do so. Any question, any comment from your side? Well, we'll do the same thing as we always do from the start. So if you don't have any question, if you don't have any comment, let's go with nice, cool, great, awesome, so that we know that everyone is on the same. Okay, I see there's a hand from, okay, there's no name, it's Huawei. There's an individual allowed to take all the courses. Well, I don't know how good and fast you are. I don't know how good and fast you are, but if you think you can be able to do that, please feel free to do that. If you are able and you're really fast at taking courses and being active, taking tests and everything, yes, you can be able to take the courses. What are the timing which will be conducted for trainings? Actually, the courses are provided online. So you can just log in anytime, take the courses, do the test and all that. But meetups with the tutors will be announcing when we're going to be meeting the tutors. So we'll be meeting the tutors at the beginning of the course and at the end, I mean, the beginning of the month and the end of the month, so that they can at least share with you some information and be able to clarify any of the questions that you might be having. Thank you to Nicholas. Okay, so there is Huawei P30 Elite. Do you want to speak? I will unmute you so that you can be able to speak. I see you have been raising your hand for a while. Okay, please unmute because I'm trying to unmute you, but it's not working. Huawei P30 Lite, I'm giving you the chance to speak.
Yes, hello.
Yes, you're welcome. We can hear you. You can speak now.
Yes, how are you?
I'm good, I'm good. Can you say something? Okay, seems like we have a problem with our colleague. So is there any other question? Please keep on giving me the cool, nice, awesome, thank you, amazing, so that we can be able to finalize. You have said the courses will be taken online. Please, can you clarify a bit? So, like we'll have a platform whereby you'll be visiting and then be able to take the courses. As I've said you an email before, it had a lot of clarifications on things that will be done. So we have a WhatsApp group where we'll be engaged and being able to communicate. So we'll share with you the platform whereby you can be able to take all the courses. That's what I meant by being taken online. That means you have a platform whereby you can log in and then be able to take the courses online. So we won't be meeting physically for trainings, but these will be provided online. And then on the physical meetups, we'll be able to meet and then discuss together. So we won't be meeting every day. If I make a little bit clarification in Swahili, tutakutana mara moja moja sana. Kwa kozi zote zitakuwa zinafanywa mtandaoni, utaweza kupata taarifa kule kila kitu, lakini kwenye group la WhatsApp tutakuwa tunawasiliana. Na tutakuwa tunakutana mara mbili kwa mwezi, ambapo tutakuwa na chance ya kuzungumza, kujadiliana, kushare experience na vitu kama hivyo. Lakini kozi zote zitakuwa zinachukuliwa online. Naona hapa kuna swali nyingine, is there any background education needed? Not really. Hamna background education that is needed. You just need to, if you have interest in the area and you want to study and to learn, you're always welcome. We want to provide as many opportunities as possible to youth who are looking for different job opportunities and become freelancers. So, if we don't have any question or comment, please give me once again, cool, thank you, awesome. Oh, okay, one last thing. Is it allowed to directly or rather personally contact the tutors? Feel free to contact the tutors. We are having a group whereby you can communicate with the tutors. If you cannot reach the tutors on the group, please feel free to contact them direct as well. But also, I'll give an opportunity for the tutors to let you know when to contact them and how to contact them so that it can be easier for them also to be able to give you their time. Because if we won't be able to strategically provide when to reach them, it might be a little bit late to reach you by the answers. But feel free to always paste the questions on the group so that we can be able to get back to you as soon as possible. The tutor might be a little bit busy sometimes. Sorry, I got trouble in my internet. Sorry too. I'm from Nigeria. Can I participate in this? Yeah, sure. It's virtual, so feel free. You can participate. I think the only thing that might be challenging is the event. And if you can make it to the final event, we'll be more than happy to have you. And if you, when we're having physical events, you can always be virtually as well. Okay, from Tanzania, sorry for coming late here. You have group and how can I be one of them? So I have shared the link for the group. Please feel free to join the link, but make sure that you're registered as well. Make sure that you're registered so that we can have your details. I've shared the group there. Okay. Is there any reading document that will be provided? Yes. On the platform that you'll be taking your courses, you'll have videos for clarification, and some of the tutors, I believe, they'll be sharing some documents as well. In case there's no documents, always there'll be someone to clarify to you if you need any information. My network had problems. When is it? Okay, just a minute. When is it starting and for how long? It is starting on the first week of August officially, whereby we'll be providing those trainings, and it's going to be closed at the end of September. Is when we'll be finishing the courses. Sorry, where is the final meeting conducted? Okay, the final meeting will be communicated to you. Once we start courses, we want to focus on providing the trainings and make sure that everything is going well and our participants to be able to finish their trainings. And we will be communicating with you when we want to meet physically as well as the final meeting, but it will be in Dar es Salaam. Is there a fee? No. There's no fees that you need to pay for this course. It's for free. There's not any fee that you're going to be paying for this course. I have a suggestion. We should look for ways to get more female to the platform. Yes, we're working on that, but we are expecting you guys to help us as well to reach as many females as possible so that we can be able to have a lot of females on our program. But yes, we are promoting a lot. We are reaching out to universities, to different platforms, so that we can be able to reach women. So if you have any suggestion, we're always open. If you know people that are interested, please share with them, and then we'll be able to reach as many female as possible. Thank you for this amazing comment. We have shared also the link. You can register for the program. The link has been shared here below. So please feel free to use it. And for those who can help us to reach as many people as possible, please use the same link to reach those people as well. Just in case you don't see it on the chat, the link is www.innovateventures.co/digify/ www.innovateventures.co/digify/. And if you click that one, you'll be able to reach us. Any other question or comment? If none, we do the same. Nice, awesome, cool. Give me some comments. I'm looking for getting nice, awesome, cool, around 34, 35 of them. If someone is missing, that means something is still missing. Okay, how can I invite more girls to our program? Just feel free, share with them our links, make sure that they register, share with them the information that we have shared with you, and make sure that we will have them. We're always open. So as we give our comments, please open the cameras and let's have a photo together. As we give our comments, please let's open the cameras and then we can be able to take a photo together. So this is the beginning of an amazing journey. And I hope all of us wish to see when we started versus when we're finishing. So since we're meeting virtually, please open your camera. Let's have a photo all together and then keep our memories as we always do. So I'm waiting for you. For those who didn't open the cameras, I'll be mentioning you so that you can open them. So we have Jacobo didn't open, Rahab didn't open, Samuel didn't open, the voter models didn't open, Ali Burhani didn't open your camera. Thank you for those who are quickly opening their cameras. Thank you very much. Joseph, you didn't open your camera. Ibrahim didn't open your camera. Okay. Samuel Kere, Annette Mlowe, Nasei Edwards. We're waiting for you to open the camera so that we can take photos together. Awesome. I can see a lot of amazing faces, people smiling, people getting excited for the program. So that's really awesome. That's really great. That's really great. As you open the cameras, feel free also to send your comments, your inputs, whatever you want us to work on. We'll be more than happy to do that. Awesome. I can see a lot of happy faces. I hope that's an excitement for the program. David, Hayden. Awesome, amazing. So since everyone has opened the mic, has opened the camera, right now we're going to take a photo together. And awesome, Cynthia said that is excited to start the learning. Thank you. Thank you very much. We're also excited and we're looking forward to do that. We're all looking forward to do that. Amazing. So you can put on your smile, give us your smile, and we're going to take the screenshot right now. Give us your beautiful smile. Okay, in 1, 2, and 3, we are going to take the snap right now. Yay, I can see a lot of people smiling. That's pretty cool. One more, please. We're happy to have you as well. We're happy to have you as well. We're going to take one more. And 1, 2, 3. We're going to take the second one. So in case you forgot, actually, yeah, someone has suggested something awesome. So we're all young people, we're all youth. So let's just give a cool sign. You can do the 2, you can do the, just make it fun, make it fun. So in 1, 2, and 3. I cannot see crazy faces. Most of people are not doing that. Most of people are not doing that. So mine is this one. What is yours? Awesome, amazing. So thank you very much for all of you who have attended the event. It was really an honor having you here, and we're looking forward to having you. In case there's anything, please feel free to go on our groups, give a comment, share the information. Can you please reshare the group? Okay, the link has been reshared again. So we're looking forward to having all of you. Thank you very much, and we wish you a great day today. Please make sure that on the first week of August, you have attended and started your training. And for the WhatsApp group, we're going to share the link. I'll stay in the group. I'll stay on the call for like next 3 to 5 minutes. In case there will be any question, any comment, we'll be able to answer it. Apart from that, thank you very much, and we wish you best of luck. And see you soon. Bye-bye.